I'm not going to tell the name. I need to see the doctor. And the secretary looked up and down all the appointment books, and I remember it was probably right before the master went. And she told me the first appointment available is about 2 weeks away. And I said, can I see him earlier? She said his appointment are absolutely booked. So I said, thank you. But before I hang up the phone, I tell her that you tell your doctor that when he got sick and called me, tell him to hang on, I'll be there in 2 weeks. And I hang up the phone. About 30 minutes later, I received a phone call on my cell phone, and he asked on the other line, is my doctor. He said, Father Montino, did you just call? I said, how did you know I didn't leave my name? He said, when my secretary told me that, I know it had to be you. From that day on, I never have to make any appointment with any doctors anymore. I'm well known around town, so like example, this past Friday night, I text messaged my doctor and I said, I feel this and this and this. And 30 minutes later, he text messaged me back. He said, I want to see you at 7:30 on Monday morning, and then you will see a specialist doctor, so at 9 o'clock, and so at 10. And he said, I can get off the phone with every one of them. That's privileges that we receive. This past Friday night, Father Michael and I, we went out for dinner, and you know, Friday night is a little crazy and everywhere. Who tell me that the economics is really down? We wait for an hour and 30 minutes before we can get in. But then when we asked for the bill, the waitress told us that your bill is already taken care of. And more often than not, when we go out and eat, somebody have done that. We don't know who they are. But one thing that we know is that they love us. Not just because they do that to show us the love, but they are the witness of God's love to us. It's a constant reminder for us, the priests, to be worthy of our call. To do what we are called to do. The late Pope John Paul II tells us that in the 21st century, I don't need many teachers, I need witnesses. The church needs witnesses of the faith, not the teachers of the faith. Many of us, including ourselves, the priests, we love to teach because it's easy. I tell people that's all I'm doing nowadays. I'm teaching. I tell people what to do. And it's so dangerous for us to fall into the category that we just heard today in the gospel. Our lips proclaim Christ, but our action denies him. The lips doesn't go without action. He said at the end of times, if you tell me that, well, I see you on the street, he said, I still don't know you. Seeing me on the street doesn't mean anything. He said, well, but we saw you, we ate dinner with you. God said, no, just calling me Lord, Lord doesn't get you to heaven. Now, for some of you sitting in here, have a little Protestant background, probably that's a little scary, right? Are you saved? That's the question they ask. And they say, yes, I am saved because I take Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. The Lord said it today. If you just do that, and your faith doesn't show me that you really believe that, you ain't gonna get to heaven. Strong words for you and for me. For all of us who are called to be leaders, to be grandparents, to be fathers, mothers, older brothers and sisters, to lead and to give example to others. As I often told you, that when I'm driving on the street, I I like to wear my clerical garment. You know why? I'm a much better driver. I am a much better driver. Because as soon as I intend to do something and I look back to myself in the mirror, I say, I can't do that. Isn't that true with all of you too? Remember how you was young and single? You drive different. When you marry, you drive a little different. When you have children in your car, you drive different. Isn't that true? So do the insurance companies know that. If you marry, the rate go down. If you have children, the rate go down more. And for teenagers and college students, they even have discount for good students. If you straight A's, your rate will be much cheaper than you straight D's and C's. Because they know you focus more on your study. You show what you really means by your action. My dear friends, God reminded you and I today, and Moses did too in the first reading, the book of Deuteronomy. He begged his people, almost like kneeling down and begging them. He said, put it in anywhere, write it in your palms, put it on your foreheads, I don't care, as a constant reminder of what we need to do, not what we need to believe. We know what we need to believe, what we need to do. I have a lot of constant reminder things in my room around me and in my office. In my office, I have all those pictures. People walk to my office, all you see is pictures. I have no degree, I have no license to practice. I say those pictures are the license for me to practice what I'm doing. In my house, in my home, I have all the reminders too. Everywhere I have a big crucifix right in front of me. I said it. In my bedroom, I have a 5 feet sit. I'm 5'5". I have a 5 feet sit crucifix right ahead, right opposite from my bedroom. And every night I look up to that one and I review my day. People can say, well, Father, you're such a wonderful priest, you blah, 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 how wonderful you are. But if at night I go home and I look upon that crucifix and I'm afraid to look at God, I have a problem. I'll be the first one on the highway to hell. But if during the day people say, oh, Father, you crazy. You who do you think you are? You think you are that? You just a little Asian priest. You too young. You don't know anything. But if at night I go home and I look at God, and He smiles with me and I smile with Him, I don't care what you say. I'll be the first one on the highway to heaven. Because deep inside you and I, we know if we do those good things for the glory of God or for our own glory. Deep inside we know. It doesn't matter how young or how old we are. We know it. We know our action is for the good, for others, or for our own pride. So my dear friends, today Moses reminded us, constant reminding us. And then the Lord tells us that we need to do what we really believe. Don't you say that to your children all the time? Don't tell me what you want, show me how you get there. I said that to children all the time. So let the Lord remind us today one more time that you need to show me how much you love me. Not just tell me how much you love me.